If you didn't catch season 1 of Resident Alien, trust us, you're going to want to hop on board the spaceship for season 2. Alan Tudyk returns to the critically acclaimed dark comedy as Harry, an alien whose mission to kill humanity takes one unexpected turn after another. Watch this.
My planet is in your constellation, Ursa Major, which you call the Great Bear. It is one of 3 planets that orbits our sun, and your planet, the planet Earth, is in one of our constellations. It looks like a giant human boob, and your sun is the nipple.
Well, this is very interesting. What's the name of your planet? Sounds familiar. I think my uncle lived there.
He could never live on my planet. His carbon isotope ratio is less than half the planet's pull magnetism. She's so stupid. Who else thinks that she is so stupid?
And Alan and his alien buddy join me now. What's up, Alan?
Thank you. I'm good. I'm chilling. How about you?
Alien chilling. I'm good, man. I love seeing you in this show because I have a theory when I meet people that kind of behave in a weird way. Like I always say, like, you know, they could be aliens. And this series, you really embody that. And that's what happens. For people who don't know, just walk us through this character, man. It's so funny seeing you portray someone as an alien, your physicality, your voices, your face. It's all really great.
Thank you, man. He was an alien who was just going to do a flyby, drop off a bomb, extinction level event, kill all of humanity and keep flying, head back home. That was his mission. But he accidentally crashes, and so he's stuck on this planet with a broken spaceship. He can't find his bomb that he was supposed to set off, and he gets drawn into this small town. I mean, he's a big, almost 8-foot alien, but he has the ability to make himself look like humans. So he comes upon this guy in a cabin in Colorado. He kills him a little bit after being provoked, out of respect. It was after being provoked. And then he takes on this identity. And he has to learn first how to act like humans and how to speak like humans. And he didn't study at all. That wasn't part of his job. He wasn't going to have to interact with them. So he watches a lot of Law and Order and picks up some things there. And then as the season goes on and he gets pulled into this town because there's a murder, somebody murdered the town doctor, and the guy he took over was a doctor. So he ends up becoming the town doctor in search for who killed the other doctor.
It's so great. And last season ended with Harry taking off in his ship, only to realize Max was on board. So where did things pick up with season 2?
Sort of right after that. Harry's gonna go back home to his planet. Little 10-year-old Max is on board. Max was the kid I was going to kill all season 1. We end up becoming friends because he can see me as an alien. He's the one person in Patience who's immediately I'm found out by. And so I go to drop him off back home and I crash again. I'm not good at the landing part. I want, or necessarily the flying part. I've crashed now 2 spaceships, 2 seasons. That's not a good record.
No.
On his insurance rates.
I also feel like Harry's, he's becoming a little more human into season 2, right? So you're human playing an alien who's becoming a little more human. As an actor, how do you wrap your head around kind of doing all that?
Oh, it's great. It's, he's feeling emotions for the first time. And I think people can relate to that, where that moment where you're like, wait a minute, am I angry?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh no, yeah, I'm unhappy. Exactly. I think I'm angry at that person right over there. I think it's when they said this thing. We're as humans, sometimes we're trying to figure out, wait a minute, what am I feeling right now? So he's getting that, but for the first time, and really intense emotions, almost like a kid, where a kid suddenly is just overcome by sadness. And so my eyes, what is all of this? This shouldn't even be happening. So yeah. it's fun as an actor to just be able to, I mean, you end up as an actor, that's sort of part of we trade in emotion. We're emotion traders. We're flesh peddlers. We're don't trust us. But yeah,
I love it.
so it's something. It's really fun. It's a really fun thing. It's a good tool to get to work with.
Yeah, and we see him becoming more human. On the flip side, he's still an alien. So I also find it so funny how you really tap into his alienness. How much of that is in season 2 as well? I love when you're eating the food, like all that stuff you do as him. That's got to be a blast. But also, what's it like for you to really dive into the alien side?
It's great. He'll always be an alien no matter how much. I mean, he's fighting it. He's fighting all his humanity. It's kind of a condition. The human condition for him is like a malady, a condition that he's suffering. But he's still very new to this body, and just speaking and saying the words, he hasn't spent all the years that we have speaking. Mm-hmm. And so it's still somewhat mechanical for him. And yeah, he indulges himself whenever he wants to eat. He's eating, he's drinking, he's loud, he doesn't regulate himself very well. He's like a kid in that way. Yeah. He's extreme on a lot of levels.
He is a lot like me 2 years into this pandemic. That's basically
eating, drinking,
loud, drinking. We're all becoming him in some ways, I think, lately. Also, so many amazing guest stars: Linda Hamilton, Alex Borstein, who plays the love interest for Harry. What was it like going toe to toe with her? Did you improv a lot?
We did. The episode, she shows up in episode 3 this season. I remember we're on a date. We're both hitting on each other in this date, and I didn't remember what we said. I kind of didn't even remember that I remember there was improving, and that it was fun, but it wasn't until I saw it that I didn't remember any of it. It was really funny. I was happy to see that it was funny and twisted. She has she comes from Mad TV originally, and she's on Maisel now, Marvelous Miss Maisel, 2-time Emmy Award winner. Well done. But she's started out improving. She knows how to improv, and it was fun to play with somebody who can.
You're so good at it as well, obviously. Does that happen to you a lot? Like, are you able to follow the fun in your characters like this, and you're pleasantly surprised at what comes out sometimes in the improv space?
Yes. And it took me a long time to do it. I would have to get a director who was like, I need you to improv. I need you to just go off the page. Do something else. Do something else for me to do it. I used to really I went to a drama school where they're like, the playwright is the thing, and you can't, right. You need to, every punctuation, have respect for it. And, but I had done an improv troupe before I went to that school. So it took me a little while to come back to it. Just having confidence to just do it. And Chris Sheridan, who created this series, gives us all license to have fun in our characters. And we do the scripted lines, and then if you have stuff, you'll get to say it.
So fun. I also want to mention quick, Nathan Fillion is back as Harry's cousin, the octopus.
Yes.
Has this made you think octopuses may have alien roots? Because I feel like they might.
Absolutely. Yes. I mean, look at I go scuba diving. Look, I go scuba diving, and I've watched these things. It is their ability to, but anybody, you watch all these nature shows, their ability to use camouflage is incredible. They can make themselves look like other fish. I mean, they're not as wacky as cuttlefish. Those things are weird, man. But check those out if you haven't seen those. But another, what are they? Something pod. Anyway, they're smart. They can change. Anyway, they don't seem like they're from this earth.
The
how
ocean,
would we know?
yeah, the ocean freaks me out. Like a Harry, like the guy next to you, could be in the ocean for all we know. I think somebody that looks like that.
Has he been here this whole time?
He's there. I would
try to remember what I've said. Ooh, oh no,
yeah,
it's okay.
He's listening. Watch out. Now I want to mention too, man, this is so unbelievable. And I really, truly, I have a 4-year-old daughter. So we listen to you. We see you in so many things.
No.
I just can't believe this stat. You have been in every Walt Disney Animation Studio movie following your turn in Wreck-It Ralph, correct?
Yes, I have.
Hey, Hey, and Moana. Now Pico the Toucan and Encanto.
Yeah.
They keep calling you're. I mean, I don't want to like jinx any Disney stuff, but you're the right. Disney. You're the Disney guy. You're the ace in the hole, man.
You know, they've alluded to that before, people at Disney, and it's so very nice. Obviously, it's the animation and the writing, but Lin-Manuel Miranda's music in Encanto helped some. I just want to give him some props for We Don't Talk About Bruno.
Oh, we can't stop playing that, man. Oh my God.
It's great. I love that movie.
So great.
Yeah, it turned out really, really well. I just got really lucky there. You know, did King Candy with Wreck-It Ralph, and then they, a lot of the same artistic contributors to one project then move over to another project. It's like a family over there. And so that went right into Frozen, and I was the Duke of Wesselton. And then after that, they're like, hey, we're going to do this Big Hero 6 thing. You want to do a thing? And then it kind of stuck.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be so fun for you too. You're so good at playing animated characters and also animals, and aliens. Like, is this a thing with you that you just have you always done like kind of crazy voices, or is it evolved with these roles and these gigs?
I always did crazy voices, but and a lot of different voices. It's just been. The first play I ever did in New York, right out of school, was I played 20-something characters in the play.
Wow.
And I would come on in one character, and they'd be a French waiter who was serving a particularly moldy piece of cheese. And then quickly off stage change, and I come back on it with Big Bone Judy, who's so upset because just had a breakup. And then off, and they come back on, he's some guy who was over here working a camera. And that kind of stuck. Like, that was what I did there, and it got some notice. And
I love it, man. You're so good at it. It's so fun to watch you do that. Humor me real quick before you go, because I love your voices so much. Here's the scene. I'm just going to set it for you, okay? And I'm going to tell people the movie or what it's from so they know. What would it sound like if the Duke of Weaselton, Frozen, went to dinner with Hey Hey, Moana, and King Candy, Ralph Breaks the Internet, is their waiter, and then Harry comes, the alien, and eats all the food? Is it too much? Is
okay.
It too little?
The Duke of Weselton is at dinner with Hey Hey.
Yes.
And then King Candy comes in.
Is the waiter.
Oh, he's
correct.
The waiter. Okay.
But then Harry the alien crashes the dinner and eats all the food at the end.
Okay. All right.
And action.
Well, I don't know why you're so upset. It's on the menu. Chicken. It's obviously something we can have. Well, you can eat your rock. Eat a rock. I'll have the chicken. Hello, everyone. It's wonderful and welcome to the restaurant. We've got a few things that are not on the menu. We're out of chicken. Wait a minute. I think we might have one left. Hello, little chicken. Excuse me. I'm not sure if toilets are supposed to spill water out of them onto the floor, but that's what yours is doing right now. I'm going to take these breadsticks and this purple drink with me and this chicken. I guess. That's just...
I'm clapping. Amazing. You made my week, my year. Thank you for doing that. I don't know how you do all those voices at one time.
I
Listen,
don't know
remember
that the Duke of Westleton was right, but yes, great. Thank you.
oh my God. I quote him and my daughter all the time. It's so fun to hear you do it. Wesselton. I'm gonna remember this. I'm gonna edit that and animate that with the like I'm gonna show their pictures and we're gonna put it together. Why not?
Yes.
We're gonna make a whole dinner scene. I mean, it's not gonna be as good as Pixar, but I'll add pictures or something fun. We'll make it cool. I love it. You're so fun, Alan. Guys, you can catch Resident Alien Wednesdays at 9 p.m. on Sci-Fi. Thanks for being the best.
Cheers, man. That was fun.
So fun. I really appreciate it. Yeah, nice to meet you across the interwebs.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll see you next time. Have a good day. All right. Thanks for doing that.
Okay. Cheers. You too.
Take care.